Hey everybody, Nick from Airsoft Pros here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a quick look at the Ares Amoeba Striker S1. I picked this up at Revelations 12 off of a player, and yeah, I think it's pretty neat, and it has some pretty cool, noteworthy features. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, we are going to start things off with the magazine. There are a lot of different conflicting reports as to how much this can hold, from like 40 to 45 to even 50. I've only ever put 40 in here, mainly because I use the tube speed loader that came with the TR16, and that holds 40. So I've only ever really put 40 in here, and 40 is more than enough. Like most bolt action platform magazines are going to hold somewhere around like maybe 20. This is already double, and yeah, that's for a bolt action. That's a pretty big mag capacity right there. It's quite a beefy mag. Like, I can barely fit my entire hand around it, which makes reloads a bit awkward. But I guess something that makes it better is the mag release. It's both a paddle and like a quick release you can hit with your hand, with your trigger finger, which definitely makes reloading a lot easier. In the grip right here, okay, open this up, there are two Allen keys. The smaller one is for the hop up, which I don't know if you can see it, but it is right here. And the bigger one is for disassembly, like on the stock and the right down here, trigger guard or trigger assembly, stuff like that. And I think it's actually pretty cool that you're able to store your tools on the gun itself, which means you don't have to carry around extra tools with you. They're always on the gun, which is pretty neat. Now, regarding the externals, it's pretty solid polymer. It doesn't feel like it will crack or shatter. It feels solid. And one of the main selling points of this particular gun is that the externals are very modular. So, like, you can add really whatever you wanted to this thing. You can add shorter barrels, a different handguard. If you want to run like M-lock attachments, you can do that. There's a spot for bipods. You can run cheek riser, a different butt plate or butt pad. Really anything you can think of external wise. It even has threaded outer barrel for like mock suppressors and stuff like that, if that's how you want to run your gun. Now, regarding the hop up, one thing I don't like about this is that because I wish it was a dial, and since it isn't, it means you have to remove any optic, like this one. You have to remove any optic in order to get to it, which it's a bit of a hassle. I wish it was a little bit more accessible, so I don't have to remove my optic every time I want to adjust the hop. Gun has an opening breech. There we go. It has an opening breech, and so whenever you pull the bolt back, the breech will open, and adds a bit of extra like realism to it. Safe direction. There we go. Speaking of, safety is right here. S is for safe, F is for fire. Pretty simple. The bolt pull, it's all right. It's not terrible. That's what I could say about the bolt pull. This is the only bolt action I have, so I don't really have anything else to compare it to. Now, something else about the Striker is that the gun also takes different parts from different types of guns. Like, for example, I believe the bucking and barrel are like Tokyo Marui VSR 10 spec, so you can swap that out if you want. The spring is an AEG spring, which you can change by I believe that you change it by unthreading the screw and pulling the bolt out, but don't quote me on that. I've never once attempted to change the spring on this, because really I don't need to. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is a backyard planker, because the fields that are closest to me are indoor, and I mean, bolt actions, like especially one like this, are, I would rather use one outdoor and get all of the benefits from having it be like higher FPS, being able to hop heavier BBs, stuff like that. I'd rather be using this outdoors than indoors. All right, I think that's a good overview on just kind of the basics of the gun. Let's put some BBs in it, take it to the chrono and shoot it some. All right, we have the striker right here. We're gonna take a few shots into the chrono. I am currently using 0.32s in here, so we're going to see how this goes. Ooh, 268.3 at 1.07 joule. That is really low. That didn't register. 327.6 at 1.6 joule. It's a massive jump. 260.1 at 1.01 joule. This thing is all over the place. 261.7 at 1.02 joule. Let's see. Am I hitting the side of the chronograph? I think I am. Hold up. Change my grip on this. Yeah, okay. 326 at 1.58 joule. 326.2 at 1.58. 327.9 at 1.6. Okay, this is starting to look a lot better. I think I was hitting the chronograph. That's why I was so jumpy. 331.8 at 1.64. 334 exact at 1.66. Okay. Let me check the hop up real quick. It's pretty straight. It can easily hit the tree, no problem. I am noticing though that it is shooting way to the right. Let me tilt it a little bit. Okay, now it's shooting a little straighter. It's like it's shooting low and to the right a bit, so I need to aim a little high to the left. There we go. I will say one thing, the bolt hole sound is very satisfying. Alright, there are still more BBs in the mag because it loaded all the way, I think. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea of what this thing is capable of. I'm gonna take a few more shots at the tree, just for fun. Nice. All right, final thoughts on the Ares Amoeba Striker S1. It's a pretty fun gun. It's a lot of fun to shoot. The bolt action aspect is pretty satisfying. It both in sound and kind of how it works. And I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's not perfect. It's aside from the spring and the bucking and barrel, I believe everything else is of a proprietary design, so finding different parts is going to be limited to you, compared to like AEG springs. You can find anywhere for like 10-15 bucks a piece, and buckings and barrels you can also find anywhere for relatively cheap. Probably the most expensive thing you can find is a barrel, but I do like how it's how modular it can be. Like you can have whatever setup you want. I like it like this, but maybe you'll get like a cheek riser and a bipod or something. Maybe even a new scope, who knows. But I mean, I don't have any fields near me that are outdoor, or at least relatively close to me. So as far as I'm concerned, this is gonna be a plinker for me. So I just set up targets in the backyard and just kind of, shoot at them. I'm probably not going to use this for actual games, though I would like to at some point, just to kind of, get the sniping feel of actually, being on the field and using it. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I will leave a link in the description if you want to purchase one for yourself. Hopefully this video was informative to you, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.